Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and today we're going to be looking at Month, the Calendar widget. Now this application is a great application for if you have a calendar on your home screen and you just want to customize it in pretty much any way that you wish to. So, let's take a look. So basically the Month widget allows you to have a widget on your home screen, but also allows you to customize it in pretty much any way that you wish. So we'll take a look at that side of things first. Now depending on which calendar you have, you can access the settings on the actual calendar itself, or you'll have to do it through the application. So I'm going to show you both ways to do it. So you can see the one that I've got here is a very material design looking calendar. And what you do is you just tap on this sidebar and it takes you straight into the settings. Alternatively, what you can do is you can go into the actual application itself and it takes you to the exact same menu. So you can see here that first off it's just going to tell you exactly what month it is, and then also give you some options for themes, settings and also shop. So the first thing that we're going to look at is the actual settings themselves. Now the settings are quite limited, you've only got basically these four at the top. The rest is about the actual application itself in terms of sending feedback, about the application as well, so giving credit for the Twitter, Facebook and Google Plus pages. So you can see here that the first day of the week you can choose, so you can have it automatic Sunday, Monday or Saturday. Now automatic does it on a Monday anyway, so obviously if you do want to start your week then you can have it on automatic or on a Monday as I have it now. In terms of secondary information, you can see exactly what you're going to be showing on the calendar. So you can see I'm having my calendar events. You can also have contact birthdays, lunar calendar, or none. In my case, I only have the calendar events, and what it does then is just put dots underneath the date to show you when you've got an event coming up. Next up is the calendars to display. Now I'm not going to go into there because it will have my personal email address, but you can choose to have, for instance, national holidays, or just from your Google account, or anything you have stored on the actual phone itself. You can also use events calendar color, and what this is basically going to do is obviously, depending on what phone you have and what calendar application you're using, it will have its own separate color for different events. So if you have that ticked, then that is going to show up on the actual calendar itself. Heading back now to the main part, you've also got the shop. And what it offers you here is an opportunity to buy some additional themes. Now the actual application itself is completely free of charge and it does come with 20 themes from the get-go, but it does give you an option here to get another 70 or so themes, and also you can see that you've got them in different categories. So you've got colourful, minimal, infinity, and then you've also got the option to remove the ads. Now in terms of the actual ads themselves, it doesn't really hinder the application experience too much. Once you go into the theme settings, you can see that it is going to put an ad at the top here, or at least a banner to help you remove the ads. So what we're looking at now is the actual calendars themselves and some calendars that you can choose from. So obviously what you want to do is swipe from left to right to get to the different calendars themselves. And if there's a calendar with multiple parts to it or different ways that you can actually view the calendar, you just scroll down to that specific calendar and you can see the other version. So you can see that there's quite a lot of calendars included, including the material design as I mentioned earlier. You've also got some really nice Google Now calendars, and they're some of my favorite because it uses the actual artwork that you get from Google Now, and I do really appreciate that. You've then also got one that looks very much like obviously some other applications, to name a few. And you've also got some that look like the application, for instance, that you can get on the iPhone for the, I think it's called Clear, where obviously it's a day-to-day to-do list. And again, it's kind of has the same sort of look and feel from that, and obviously in different colors as well. So overall, the application is nice, and like I say, the layout of the app is extremely good. Now in terms of the actual widgets themselves, what I'm going to do is just take this widget off of my home screen and then apply another one just to show you guys that experience. So obviously you just tap and hold, go to widgets, go down to them where it's going to say month calendar, and then again it's going to just put the widget on there of your choice. Now it's always going to default to the last widget that you had, but what I'm actually going to do is change the theme to one that I particularly like, and as I mentioned is the Google Now theme. So I'm just going to select this one, and then when I go back to the home page that I was on before, you can see that I now have that calendar just here. Now one thing that I have noticed, I'm not sure if it's a bug, but for some reason the calendar itself thinks that it's October, even though we are on the 2nd of September. But what you've got the option to do is tap on this bar at the top here, and then click on the date that you want, which is September. Now for some reason it's defaulting to October on some of the calendars, but once you actually put it back to September, then you are basically fine. It's only the initial part of when you actually put the widget on the home screen that I found that sometimes it can default to a different month. Now as you saw there, you can actually bring up a different view in terms of viewing stuff on the calendar. So if you click on the date or the month of the year, you can see it's going to give you an expanded view of what you're going to be looking at. So again, you can go back in time to 2013 or forwards to 2015, and again you can click on each individual month to then bring it up if you want to look at specific days. Now in terms of events that you may have, if I just click on this 15th of September, that's when I'm going to be getting paid, and also I need to pay one of my bills, so you can see that that just shows up just here as well. Now obviously if you swipe to the left or to the right, it's going to take you to different days either side, so the 14th and also the 16th of September, and this allows you to add a new event which will be updated onto whichever calendar it is that you have synced, in my case the Google Calendar. So once you click onto new event, what it's then going to do is take you into your default calendar application, in my case the LG G3, and then it allows you to create a new event on there. So overall guys, it's definitely a nice application. Like I say, it is completely free of charge, but you can upgrade it for just over £1 and get loads more additional themes in terms of the actual calendars themselves. I'd highly recommend it, and I will put a link down in the description below so you guys can download it for yourself. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass. This has been a quick look at the month calendar widget, and I will catch you guys in the next video.